Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello. I'm audible now, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. I'm able to hear you guys. There was some issue with my headphones. Okay. So let's. Okay. So hi guys. Good evening. And we are at week 22, day 5 today, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So how's your preparation going on in terms of JavaScript?
It's going okay, sir.
Okay. How much you guys are prepared for tomorrow's test?
Sir, are there going to be like three questions, like three things we have to do in JavaScript and HTML front end?
It is a single question where you have to use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
Right, sir.
Okay. I have introduced some twists and turns in that one I have asked you to do in that single question,
Right, right. Yes.
and I have tried to keep it minimal because I want everybody to pass. So
Yes, sir.
at the same time, I want everybody to perform well. So I have also increased the difficulty of the test at certain levels, in certain positions, not in every aspect. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. Yeah. So coming back to the JavaScript. So how much till now we have covered at least uh, completely 100% of basics and nearly 30% of intermediate. So what is your confidence level, guys? Level in JavaScript, guys. Now.
Uh, for me, I think we need more practice. The concepts are clear now, but
Okay.
like yeah, more practice, then we can like get more comfortable with it.
Okay. How about others?
What, sir?
No, I'm asking what is the confidence levels you have in JavaScript, guys? In terms of interview. If I ask you to come and sit in an interview in 2 days' time, so what is your confidence level?
Sir, practice baki.
Okay. Others? See, answer it frankly. There is nothing wrong. If you're not started, say not started. If you're started, let's say you have started. Let's say something. Or put it in chat.
For me, not started, sir.
Okay. How about others? So I don't have confidence to take everything. I need more and more practice in JavaScript. Okay. Okay. See guys. The reason you people are telling that you need practice is maybe because you people are still not feeling confident inside. Okay. See, the basic rule of coding is first understanding what question is being asked to you. Second step is formulate whatever solution you have for that particular question in a simple language, like say it in English or say it in your mother tongue or anything. Okay, okay. After that, after formulating the complete solution, then you start coding. So that is the way you have to approach any questions in terms of interview or in terms of real life. Okay. After seeing the question, don't jump into direct code. First think, analyze, draw the diagrams, or write it in basic English words or in the language that you're comfortable with. Then understand it. Then start typing the code. Okay, Varun, I'm very sorry for that. But once you are recovered, right? Please try to go through all the videos and come. If you have any doubts or anything around it, right? Please come and ask me. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, guys. So let's jump in for today. Okay. So at the end of this session, we will go with some interview questions. Okay. Okay,
Right.
guys. Yeah, let me have this. Start. So today we are going to talk about three things. The first one is arrow functions. The second one is destructuring. Third one is rest and spread. Okay. So as per our curriculum today, we have to cover arrow functions and restructuring. I've added extra the rest and spread. If we have finished these two in earlier space, then we will look into the third one. Or we will hold the third one. We will discuss some interview-based questions, or we will solve some basic questions. Okay, fine. So let's come to arrow functions. So basically, arrow function is same function. Whatever we have studied in JavaScript, right? Whatever function we have studied so far is the same thing. So let's reload this. Uh, let's have this here. Okay. Let's come to the JavaScript and let's type a simple function. Okay. So how do we define a function in JavaScript? What is the keyword?
Function.
Function. Okay. Function. And after function, what comes?
Brackets.
Function name.
Okay.
Oh,
Function
name.
name.
Sorry. Name.
Yeah. Function name. So let's say the function name is normal function. Okay. Normal function. And after that,
Brackets.
brackets. These are called parentheses in programming language. Then we have curly braces, open and close. So this is a basic way to declare a function. Okay, and I'm going to give console.log of say hello everyone. Okay, and we will save this here. Hello everyone. We are going to clear all the interviews. Okay. Have faith in yourself. This will happen. Okay. Then after that, to call a function, what we do, we write its name and we call it, and we have a semicolon with it. Okay. And we save this. Come here, and once we reload, see the function got called. Right. If we come to the source and we'll stop the function execution in let's say I stop it before something happens, right? The very first line I stop this code, okay, and I reload this page. So in the global stack, if I go to the normal, right, normal function, there is a function available with us, okay. This is the regular functions, whatever we have learned so far. Okay. Now let's jump into arrow functions. Arrow functions, and yeah, before that, this normal function, right? These functions are scoped. We know how this function is going to work because this is present in the global memory. So we can use it before we can call it. I mean, define it. We can do anything with this. So we know that this particular function is scoped. Okay. But in terms of arrow function, right? Arrow function is basically defined by an arrow. So the same function we can also assign it to a variable. We can do where, let's say, normal function is equal to, and we can get this. Guys, keep yourself in mute if you are not speaking. We can do function. Okay. Then we can have this. Okay. Fine. So this is up. We are going to save it in an variable. Okay. So similarly, if you want to define an arrow function, right? In that case, there is nothing called as this function keyword. You can directly define it. You can directly define like the same function. If I'm going to define as an arrow function, I'll do normal function equal to and an arrow with it. Okay. So I'll do equal to a function, then I'll do a arrow keyword and this. So basically, whenever we are defining an arrow function, we don't use function keyword. Instead of that, we have this arrow symbol, a equal to and a greater than operator, which basically states that this particular definition is an arrow function definition. So that is how we distinguish between a normal function and an arrow function. Shubhankar? Okay. So this is how we, no problem, Shubhankar. So this is how we do it. We define a arrow function. Okay. So basically, not only this, we can also directly define an arrow function. We can directly do let a is equal to console dot equal to function equal to console dot log of a. Okay. So basically, what we are doing here is this is the very simplest definition of arrow function, where you have a parenthesis which states this is a function, and you have equal to an arrow mark which tells this is an. Okay, then send the announcement. Okay, I'll just send the announcement and come back. Thanks, Sabir. I just forgot about the announcement. Yeah, thanks, Sabir. Okay, so this is how we basically define an arrow function. So where we have this is a regular way of declaring a variable.
So
which
actually लेट ज्वाइन किया प्लीज मतलब एक्सप्लेन की नहीं एक स्टार्ट से
Okay, cool, no worries. See, so basically in JavaScript, right, we define a function like this, where we have variable and we equate that to an anonymous function. Okay, where we use an function keyword. Okay, now we are going to dive into a new concept called as arrow function. Arrow function is a simplistic way of defining a function with minimal set of syntax. Okay, so the simplest way to define a function would be like this, where we have a variable. It can be let, where, or const, anything here. Then after that we have a equal to as regular. Then we don't use the function keyword. Instead of that we use parenthesis. Okay, and then we give a particular syntax here which tells whether this is an arrow function or not. That is equal to and the greater than operator. Okay, this tells this is an arrow function. And after that, whatever it comes, right, that comes as a body. If it is a multi-line data, then you have to put it inside a curly braces like this. Okay, it's a multi-line data. I have to put it inside a curly braces. Okay, and I have console dot log of a. Okay, so I have two lines of code inside a function. That's why I am using a curly braces to accommodate it. In case if there is no multi-line data, only single line, then I'll use this kind of way to do it. Okay, and to call it regularly, as we call the regular function, that's how we are going to call the arrow function also. So the arrow function will be called as normally like the function name and the variable name and the parenthesis bracket. So that will call the respective function. So if I save this and come here and reload, I'll hold it here and reload. Okay, see, I have a normal function here, but it's a variable. That's why we don't have a value here yet. So let's remove this and play it out. And let's go to the console. See, it got printed. So the function got executed. So, the simplistic way of defining a function is an arrow function. There are a lot of problems with arrow function that we'll discuss one by one. So just tell me whether people understood how to define an arrow function. Yes, give me a thumbs up or put it in chat, guys.
No, sir.
You don't understand?
Yes, sir. All clear.
Yes, sir.
No, somebody said no. If they didn't understand, please tell. I'll explain again. Yes, Pradeep.
Sir, no doubt.
Okay. Pradeep, you didn't understand?
Sir, here instead of writing function, we are using. No, I
Yes.
understood, sir. Instead of writing that function, we are using that arrow.
Yeah. Exactly.
Function
Okay.
keyword.
So, yeah, function without function keyword, we are going to use this particular. You're correct. Yeah, that is only.
And everything is same, we need to call that function itself.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So the one more point here is if it is a multi-line body, then you have to use this particular the block scope. Otherwise, you can directly you can write like this.
So then what is the use of this, sir?
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything is same. The point here is no. We have a lot of limitations to this particular function. I mean, this kind of arrow function. Those limitations are. Where did my PPT go? Okay, wait. I'll just open my PPT up again. Yeah. So so there are a lot of limitations there. So in terms of normal function, right, there is a lot of functionalities which comes with normal function, where we can use use that function with a new keyword. But here the arrow function you cannot use new keyword. The normal functions will directly work for a scope binding, like a call, apply, bind methods. These things we can use to call it for different objects. We can use that functions as a methods in a class, right? So like this we can use it. But a normal arrow function we can't use it like that. It is only for simplistic usage. Is it clear, Pradeep? I'll explain one and one in detail now.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Sorry. And yeah, why arrow function doesn't have a keyword? So Shubhankar, that is the way we have made it simplicity. So without using a function keyword, right, we can define a function. Okay. And Nileshwar, to pass arguments. Yeah. Next one is how to pass arguments to it. So whenever we call a function, right, we pass arguments like, let's say text. Okay, we are passing one argument. Let's say we are passing two arguments. Okay. Now here I'll get those values here. So this is a similarly like function. In this parenthesis, we are going to define the arguments. Okay. So we have here like string and a number which is coming in. Okay, then I can console it with this str and number. Okay, so if I save this and come here and reload, see, I got those two values here, text and key. Okay, so that is how we can pass arguments to the respective function. Okay. Now let's compare the regular function with this kind of function. So we know what is the syntax definitions. I mean, syntax difference we have. How the syntax are different for both the functions. Okay. Now let's jump in and see how these have problems. This arrow function have problems. Normal function doesn't have a problem. Okay. So let's define an object. I'm sorry, guys. So let's define an object like let's obj, which is equal to guys. So let's have an object where we have like a name as let's name her name. Okay, and let's have a function. Let's have a function to display print name. Okay, print name, which is a function which is going to print the value. Okay, it will print console dot log of this dot name. Okay, so basically the this keyword is nothing but the execution context of the object. Okay, so that is the execution object which will contain the keyword name, which has the value name. Okay, if I come here and try to call that function, let's say object dot print name. So this basically will print the name of the person, right? See, this is printing the name of the person. So now let's try out a new print name function, which is a arrow function. Okay, let's consider arrow function here. Let's say print name with arrow function. Okay, that is the parameter name. Here I'll define the arrow function. I look console dot log of this dot name. Okay, so this dot name. So here I'll call that also object dot print name with arrow function. Okay, I'll save this and come here and reload. See, I'm not getting any value here when I'm trying to print the object here. I mean the name here, because this keyword doesn't have any meaning in terms of an arrow function, because arrow function is not binded to any scope. It is only present at where it is being defined. But if you are accessing it somewhere outside, right, it has no meaning. Come here and print this right here. I'll print this with this. Guys, I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Now it just broke for some for a second.
I was getting notification that the internet has gone down with that. That's why I asked you whether I'm audible or not. Now it's clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here I'm printing this. Let's see what comes with this here. Okay. See, here I have this which is bound to the respective object. That is why I have name, the function, the print name, and print with name here. But here, this inside the this function, I mean the arrow function, it shows the complete window object of this screen, the screen's window object. So in this complete window object, there is no name called as there is no thing called as object. Okay, there's nothing called as object. So that is why it is not able to find the respective position. That's why it is not displaying anything in terms of arrow function. So are you guys able to understand what an arrow function can do, what a normal function can do here in terms of an object and its scope?
Yes, sir. Understood this example, but can you explain like what is the difference in scoping for a normal function and arrow function? So arrow function is not present in the global scope, you mean?
No. The scoping here I meant was the normal function which you defined inside object, right, can carry something called as this. That understands the meaning of this. That this keyword basically refers to the scope of the object. we complete this object, it will be in this this keyword, will be present in this keyword. But in terms of arrow function, right, this keyword is meant to be the window object of the screen.
Yes, sir.
So
This
both,
example, yeah, sorry.
Sir, not clear. Please repeat again.
see here, right, whenever we use this keyword basically refers to the current execution context. So the current execution context of this particular function, right, will be what? The object. It will also always refer to the object, right? That is why whenever we print this with the function, right, normal function, regular function, we're able to see all the parameters inside the object, the name, print function, and the print function with arrow function. These things we are able to see when we print this in line number 206, because this here refers to the object to which we are executing. Okay, but in terms of arrow function, right, this keyword doesn't have any meaning in whether it is an object or array. It doesn't care. It just focuses on the respective window object. Okay, if I come here and I'll print, I'll put where name is equal to test. Let's put it as Clinton. Okay, Clinton. If I save this and come here and reload, see, in the arrow function, I'm getting Clinton. The reason I'm getting Clinton in arrow function is it is referring to the window object. Window object is nothing but the global variable scope. So basically, even though this function is present inside an object, this is referring to this object. It should have referred, but because of being an arrow function, it is referring the global scope. It is not referring the local scope. Is it clear, guys? Here, I'm asking everyone, people, because moving forward, right? I mean, whenever you're going to write code in terms of Java, in terms of React, right, that you'll be using a lot of arrow functions. That's what I'm asking.
No, sir. Confused हो रहा sir.
Okay, tell me what you're getting confused.
Sir, वो arrow function में Clinton का जो है ना वो.
See, the point here is no. See, here we are how we are accessing the value. How let's debug one on one. Okay. So here, whenever we call line number 210, okay. So it will call the print name function. In this print name function, this is going to console log the name, this dot name. And what is the meaning of this? This basically refers to the object in terms of a regular function. So क्या करेगा? When this refers to a regular object in the regular function, in this object, inside this object, it will search for name. You'll find where it finds name, that it will print. That is why it is printing Neil here. Okay. When you're calling line number 212, right, in the arrow function, so here what it will do, it will print this dot name. So here, being an arrow function, it will not look for this here, right? This doesn't. This refers to the window object. Window object is nothing but the global scope. Okay. So in global scope, we have defined a variable called as Clinton, name as Clinton. So basically, that this particular value will refer the global scope and get the value of Clinton from there, a name from there.
Sir.
Okay.
So print stated में second is क्यों है? I mean second is क्या work कर रहा है?
Okay. This is not working something. We are just printing a disk to see what it is actually referring to. You see the output here, right? The regular function, we are seeing the object here directly in this. But in the second disk, right, if you see, it is showing the complete global scope, the window object.
Okay, sir.
Now you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ibar Alam, is it clear for you now? Okay. Amanjot, in basically, if you see the difference, right? Difference, right? Normal function holds a lot of things with it. Okay. Arrow function is a simple one which has minimalistic features, but it satisfies the job of a function. Okay. We wanted arrow function separately. Why did we get arrow functions in a newer JavaScript was in order to achieve things on the global scope level. So every time you're going to define a function, right? It was a hell lot of job to do. Okay, you need to write a function keyword. This function, if it's an anonymous function, you have to follow some certain protocol like that. So to stop following those things, right, we directly jumped into a very minimalistic view of the function approach. So that is what we have here as arrow function.
Right, sir. We can call a function before it is declared in the file. So is it the same the global scope for this arrow function? Can we call it before declaring it?
Yeah, sure. We will try that out next example. Okay.
Right. Sir.
Yeah. So Pradeep, according to your question, what if there is two where names they were defined? So if I come here and redefine where here, okay, where name equal to Pradeep. Okay. So in this case, what it will do here is it will first create a Pradeep name in the respective global scope. It will assign Clinton to it. And when it executes line number 203, it will remove Clinton from there and it will put Pradeep there. So when I run the function 213, it will print Pradeep. Okay. See, it has print Pradeep. So that is how this is being done. If you want to use those features, then we have to show you. Yeah, Nilesh, if you want to use those things, right, you should not use that. Well, is it clear?
Sir, it's rewriting the bottom top value, no? Can
Yeah,
we
it is.
print the top value only at that time?
No.
If
See, that is if you define this is basic JavaScript. In basic JavaScript, what we read. If you declare a variable, you assign a value to it, and you reassign a value to it, it will rewrite the value. That is basic thing. If you
yes,
don't
sir,
want to
that's
rewrite
right.
it, then overriding you have to stop overriding. Then you should not reassign it. So that is the only. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you people understood why the functions, arrow functions should not be used as methods here. Okay. Right. Okay. Now let's move to the next portion. I'll just comment this. Somebody had a doubt regarding the scope, right? Let's solve that first and then move to the next example. So let's say let x is equal to function which is console.log. Okay. Now I have defined it here. Now, if I use let here and call the function here, okay, call the function here. What do you guys think? What will be the output for this when I'm using a let here?
नहीं होना चाहिए सर.
Let's see. See, it's a reference error. Okay. If I use where here, okay,
हो जाएगा.
and come here and reload, it's still x is not a function. It will be an error. It will be a type error. The reason is if you assign because it is a variable declaration in the respective memory, we will be not having function, we'll be having the variable. Even if I use arrow function or a normal function, remains the same.
It will be undefined.
It will be undefined. You got my point, right? What I'm trying to convey here.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So this is how we have these things. Why my PPT is getting close? Distraction. Unloading. Okay. So see here, guys. So this was the first. These are the limitations that we're looking into it. So let's look into the another limitations now for the arrow function. Okay. So let's look for new keyword. Okay. Let's define a regular function. So let's do let's have the same function. Okay, I'll just remove this. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a new function out of it. Okay, now I also have one more. Let us call this as x1 and this is x2. Okay, and I'll have a regular function here. The arrow function, whatever name you're giving, right, that is basically comes here. Okay, there is no specifically giving a value to arrow. Okay, that's our function, and I'll do console.log. Okay, let's save this. Come down. I'll do. Let's do where x1 of function is equal to. Let's do new here, new of x1. Okay. Thanks, Ibarra. Okay. The same thing I'll do it for x2. Okay. So first, let's try out the x2 because it's a regular function, and then we will and then I'll do here console.log of x2 function. Okay, I'll come here and reload. See, now if I'm using a new keyword, right, I'm able to create I'm able to clone that function and create a new function out of it. Okay, the exact this function, right, I'm able to create a separate instance of that function and assign it to x2, and that is available in the x2 function. That is why we are getting printed here. Okay, if I'm going to call it, if I'm going to if I'm going to use the arrow function here in that case, right? Okay, let's see what is the output for that. See, we are getting an error because x1 is not a constructor. So we can't use a new keyword with an arrow function. So that constructor is not a constructor. So basically a function, whenever you're going to use a new keyword with it, it creates an object. So basically that particular function needs to be a constructor. The regular functions are constructor, but arrow function is not a constructor. Is it clear? Here.
और जो न्यू लिखे वो ऐसा ऑब्जेक्ट बनाते हैं ना वो.
It basically creates a new instance of that function. If you call what it does is in line number 221, it will basically create an exact copy of this particular function and stores it in the function f2 function. So if you call when you call this f2 function, it will execute. This function will get executed.
Not clear, sir.
Serious here actually. Okay, fine. See, if I come here and do this, right, it will basically execute the first function. It will execute this particular function. Okay, I save this and come here. Let's say we have hey here. Okay, I come here and reload. See, it's not a function. Okay, yeah, sorry. So this is not going to be a function. It's basically an object. Yeah, correct. I was wrong. So this one, right? It will create the clone of this particular function, store it inside the x2 function. I'm not sure why it didn't get called. I'll just look into that and tell you. Okay. Apart from that, guys, is it clear what's happening around here? Why we are not able to use new keyword with the arrow function, and we are able to use
So
new keyword
output
with
show
the
करिए एक
value
बार.
function. You want which output? This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Console and reload. Oh, sorry. Actually, that's H2 function. If I call here now, right, it will work. But still, it's not a function. See, this will be the output, which I'm going to keep it here. Okay. Now let's see. So I got the x2 function here. So the object of x2 got created when you have this new keyword with the regular function. Okay. In case of if you're going to use new keyword with the arrow function, at that time it is throwing error. Any doubts here, guys?
सर न्यू ये जो न्यू क्यू यूज करता है I mean
To create an object, if you want to create an object out of a function, you'll be using a new keyword, right? Basically, in Java or Python, how do you guys create an object? In Java, you use a new keyword in front of an class constructor to create a function. I mean, object, right? So
Yes,
similar
sir.
way here. Similar way here.
सर अगर लॉग नहीं करेंगे और सिर्फ कंस्ट्रक्टर बनाएंगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली कॉल हो ही जाता है ना.
You can call the regular function. You can call the regular function. If you want to call this function, right, x2 directly, you can call it.
नहीं, मैं बोल रहा जैसे अभी ऑब्जेक्ट बना है ना, अगर उसको नीचे लॉग नहीं करते हो तो ऑटोमेटिकली कॉल हो ही जाता.
Without logging.
हाँ सर.
Yeah, it's been called here. Yeah. So, I mean, did you guys understood why we are not able to use new keyword in the arrow function, right? Thank you. Give an answer, guys. Okay, great. So I'll just hold back here. You people just implement everything whatever we have discussed so far in your respective computer, laptop, or desktop, and let me know if you people are able to do it. Okay. One by one, implement it. Okay. First implement these section, then comment that, then implement this for this section like that. Let's do one by one. Guys, I'm audible.
Yes sir.
Okay. Yeah, please implement this in your respective desktop, laptop, or computers, and let me know if you people have done it successfully, or if you people are facing an issue. Let me know. Guys, have you guys completed it, or shall I wait for a few more minutes? Guys, reply something.
2 minutes, sir.
Okay, Krishna.
हेलो सर
Yes, Sajana.
सर ये एरो फंक्शन का एडवांटेज ओवर नॉर्मल फंक्शन सिर्फ एक ही क्या मतलब सिर्फ इसका स्कोप ग्लोबल है और भी है
Yeah, you could say that. Even advantages of arrow function over
यस सर ओवर अ नॉर्मल फंक्शन
okay. So basically, right, the arrow function is right. It basically binds itself with the surrounding code context. I mean, if it is available in the global level, I mean, it can be easily achievable at the global level. Okay, and the syntax is very simple in terms if you compare it to the regular function. Okay, and apart from that, if you look right, what you can say is, I guess that's the point. And yeah, it can hold a number of default parameters also. Regular function can also do that. There's nothing wrong in this. Yeah, that is all I can think of. And yeah, one more thing you have. One more thing is the implicit written in arrow function. I'll tell you that how that's. Now let's comment this everything here, whatever we have done so far. Okay, and then let's move to the piece of code. Okay. Now, how many people remember for each function for a map for an array? Anyone? Nobody remembers it.
Remember.
Yeah. So to print all the elements in for each for loop, then how we have to write it?
Array dot for it.
Array dot for each. And inside that, what we used to do? We used to write a callback function, right?
Yeah.
Function where we will write console.log and this function will contain a value like say item, so it will print the item here. Okay, this is how we used to write it. So when you come here and reload, see all the elements in the array got printed, right? So the same thing, you can use an arrow function to do it. Okay, in that case, what we will do for each, right? And here we will be writing an arrow function instead of regular function. We'll be writing an arrow function. This will be item. Okay, so it is not if it is a single value, there is no need of parentheses. Okay, if you're going to have multiple values, multiple parameters from that function for a callback function, in that case, you have to have a parenthesis. So we'll do here like console.log of item. Okay, I'll comment this. Save here and come here and reload. See, I got the output here. If I want the respective index with it also, right? Then the second parameter would be the index. Okay, and here I'll do item. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'll come here and reload. See, I got the item, I got the respective index with it. Okay. So this is how you can use arrow functions or every places wherever we have talked about callback functions. We set timeout, even in set time. So we have a set timeout, let's say this. Right. Here also we can have a arrow function directly. Console.log. Okay. And second parameter is the time parameter where I give let's say 3 seconds. Okay. Okay. I'll save this and come here and reload. Let's wait for 3 seconds, then we can see hey here. See, we got hey in the screen. So similarly, you can have this arrow functions implemented everywhere wherever you have used the regular functions. Some places you can't use it, like in a constructor function or like in method, like that. So few places you can't use the arrow functions. Apart from that, you can use arrow functions everywhere. Is it clear, guys? Here in this case.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if I want to do here, one more thing that I want to talk about is something called as implicit return. Okay, so we know that in a function we can return values. So if I want to do like I want to get the even numbers out of this, right? Even numbers from the array. I want to filter it out. So what I'll do arr dot filter, and here I'll have item. Okay, which is going to satisfy what condition? Item percentage 2 should be equivalent to 0, right? So this here what it's happening is it is basically what it's doing here is what basically we are doing here is it will jump through one value, which is item. It will divide, it will find the modulus of it. If it is equal to 0, it will return it, and that value will be captured and stored it in even numbers. It will create an array. Yeah, Shubhankar, it will return an array. Okay, I come here and say console.log of say even numbers. Even numbers. I'll come here and reload. See, I got the even numbers list. Okay, so the similar thing I can also write it as like a regular return in arrow function. I'll do even numbers is equal to arr dot filter of item, where I have to use I have to use an bracket. I mean, open and close curly braces, inside which I'll return item modulus 2 is equal to 0. Okay. If I do this, then the same this time also I'll get the same output. So the very first, the line number 228. So this is called as implicit return, where you will not use any return keyword. Instead of that, you can directly send the value out. So that is called as implicit return, which can be used in arrow function. But when you in the arrow function, you can also use return keyword. But for that, you have to use the regular functional. The floor brackets. Okay. So is it clear, guys, in terms of implicit return?
Yes, sir.
Everybody sleeping, or is it boring, guys? The class is boring. Tell me if it is boring. Varalam, class is boring. Okay, you said yes sir for. I thought you said yes sir for class is boring. Okay. So Sumitra, the implicit return means so whenever you have this arrow function, right, inside which you don't use return keyword. See here, basically this is an arrow function which is returning one value which is getting stored in the even numbers. Okay, so every time whenever this particular condition is satisfied, it will return that particular item, and that will get stored pushed into even numbers array. Okay, here we have a explicit keyword return which does it, but here we don't have. So in arrow function, we can do it without return. That is called as implicit return. Oh, good. Guys, take 2 minutes, implement all these codes in your respective laptop, desktop, or computers, and let me know if you people have successfully done it or you are facing any problem. Let me know. I'll clear it. Okay, give me a thumbs up or put it in chat once you people have done all these things. Everyone, is it completed, guys? Guys, give me a thumbs up or put it in
Yes.
chat if you people have done it. Okay, good. Let's move to the next topic and not to the PS. I'm not sure if my PPT. Got it. What is it? So there are a few examples that you people can see here. Okay. Now let's jump into the last portion of the arrow function, which is the default parameters section. Okay. So if let's say I want to write a function to add two values. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'll do let add, and I'm going to have two values a and b, and I'll return a plus b. Okay. So this is the easiest way to define a arrow function, right? So here what I'll do here is I'll call the value like the function like add of 10 comma 3. Okay, right. So I'll console it directly. I'll do let sum is equal to add of row 3, and I'll do console dot log of sum. Okay. So here we know what will be, let's say, what will be the output of this.
12.
12. Okay. I come here and reload. See, I got 12 here. So we know how to pass the arguments here. So in case if I'm going to only send 10, what will be the output here now?
सर एरर आएगा एक और आर्गुमेंट चाहिए.
Okay, let's see. We got an A, not a number. The reason is if no values are passed to it, it will be considered as undefined. And undefined and a number is added. In that case, it will become not a number. It is a situation where the respective result will be not a number. So that is why NA comes here. Okay. To stop that, what we'll do, we'll have a basic value assigned to it. Okay. Let's say the basic value is 8. Okay. If I don't pass any value, the first value will be getting assigned to the first parameter. The second parameter will take up the basic, the default value. So it is 18 here. If I come here and pass, let's say 6. So in this case, the default parameter will be not taken up. The regular parameter will be taken. So the respective answer will be 16. So that is how we use the concept of default parameters in arrow functions. Any doubts here, guys?
Sir, we cannot do this in the regular function, default
You can do
parameters.
it. We can do it.
Right.
So the number of default parameters you have in a function, right? It should come at the end of the argument list.
Right, sir.
Oh, yeah. So that's all about the arrow functions, guys. Any doubts in arrow function?
One example, I tried
Yes,
on my and the object one. This when we used this in the object, and then the arrow function is referred to the global scope.
Yeah.
So, but if I declare with the let keyword in the global scope, still it doesn't get. But with the where it gets. So, what is the difference there? Like, let is also in the global scope, no? If we are declaring it outside the.
No. See, whenever you're declaring it outside, that time you're what we are doing. You're declaring the arrow function or the function and assigning it to a variable. So you have to consider that as a variable only. In object, inside
Right,
object, you're not declaring it with letter points. You're declaring it as method. Okay. Inside the object, those are methods. Outside the objects, when you're going to declare a function or a arrow function, they are same like variable declarations. Define a function, but you're assigning it to what? A variable location.
No, sir. Like my question is like I have defined for implementing that this example you did.
Yeah.
So I declared a object like, and inside had two functions, one arrow function and a regular function, right? So the regular function, obviously it will this will point to the, if you can go through the examples, right? Yes, this one.
Yeah.
So here, sir, with the regular function print name, it will print Neil, right? But where name outside, if you change to let name, this one, if you change to let name, declare with let, then the arrow function doesn't take it. It declare it like puts empty like space only.
Yeah, it will definitely give empty because this is a global scope, and let comes where in global scope or in script scope.
Script scope it will.
Yeah. So it will not access it, right? Because this refers to the window object. Window object refers to the global scope.
Right. Okay.
That is the reason.
Thank you.
Yeah,
right.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, guys, please implement this the default parameters in your respective desktop laptop and computers and let me know. Give me a thumbs up very fast so that we can jump to the next concept. If you completed these guys, tell me. I'll give you a question from. I'll give you a JavaScript question from Google interview. You guys, do you want that question or shall we go to the next topic?
Yes, sir. Question we want.
Let me show that question to you. Let's have a function. Okay, let's take the above example. Okay, let's have an ad. Okay. How do you call this function? This is the question. Guys, tell me after seeing this, how you guys are feeling. Just tell me that. अरे यार बात तो करो.
सर सिर्फ ए को कॉल करेंगे ना, बाकी तो अंदर वाला ऑटोमेटिकली रिटर्न हो जाएगा.
How you will pass B there? Everyone, speak up, guys. Don't be shy. See, the knowledge, right? Whatever knowledge you gain, right? It's not always about studying or hearing. Also about discussing. Until unless you people don't discuss, right? A lot of things don't come into the picture. You have to develop that habit. Tomorrow, once you will get into a job, right? There you can't just sit back in a meeting and hear. Then you guys will not get a promotion or appraisal, very good appraisal. Until unless you don't speak in a meeting. You have to now call by your name so that you speak. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Guys,
Yes.
guys, speak up. I'm asking you guys to speak up. Nobody's speaking.
Trying to figure out how can we call it, but no idea. Like,
Junaid was telling something, then he also went on mute, I guess. Junaid or Sabir, I don't know who. Somebody was asking. Somebody told me to call
सर
it.
2 मिनट दो
Was-
सोचने के।
Okay. Okay, somebody has to figure it out. Guys, I'm audible.
yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So I can see a lot of people are giving up answers. So Sabir, yeah, that would work. But here, right, we have something called the scope. So B comes in the local functional scope of an second function. So that would be a very good way. Okay. And uh, Deepak, see, in the Deepak, in your answer, right? I think we are passing two parameters here. We are only expecting one parameter in the first function. Neeleshwar, I'll come to your point. I'll come to you. I have seen your answer. And Shubhankar, I also come to your answer at last. Any other guesses, guys? Junaid, you want 2 more minutes?
हाँ सर।
No, no, take it. I'll just wait. I like people who go and search. That's really a good habit. Okay, Sumita. Ready? Okay, man. See, a lot of people are telling to declare B outside the function and use it. I don't want to declare it. I want to call this function.
Yeah, okay, sir. Then call it, sir.
Or Pradeep? Pradeep, I lost you. Tell me again.
सर बता दो दिमाग प्रेस करने के लिए।
Junaid, you want to tell me something?
सर बता दो।
Okay. See, basically the answer would somewhat look like this. Console.log of add of say 10 and 6. Okay, this is how it would look like. This concept is called as currying in JavaScript. Currying in JavaScript is basically a concept where when there is number of arguments more in the respective function call, currying, currying, currying in JavaScript. Okay, so when the number of variables are, I mean, the parameters are more, you can take it one by one, and breaking down of that particular thing, taking one by one into separate different functions is called as currying. So when you call line number 262, right, it will display the result of 16. See, we are getting the result of 16. If I change it to, let's say, 5 here, okay, and I come here and reload, see, it's giving me 50. So basically, it takes the values in the respective function order manner, which how it is defined. Okay, so this is called as currying. So this particular question, right? This question, I faced this question in Walmart interview when I was giving Walmart interview. At that time, I faced this question, and I found this question in Google interview sheet also in the web on the web. Okay, so like this questions you people might get now onwards. Okay, how was this question, guys?
अच्छा
Very
था, sir.
interesting, sir.
So yeah, JavaScript is interesting very much. Okay, let's jump to the next concept. Shall we go to the next concept, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, give me a minute. Again, my PPT has concept net. Okay. So yeah, next one we are going to look at is destructuring. Okay. So destructuring is it's simple. It's very simple. So let's say we have an array. Let a is equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, if I want to assign one value to each variable, okay, that is called as destructuring, where we have a structure and we want to demantelize it. We want to destruct the structure and get the values inside it in a separate format. Okay, that we call it as destructuring. So I can what I'll do here is I'll do let. Here we are considering an array. Okay, so like this we also can destructure it for objects and objects and arrays. That's sorry on the cover, because objects we use it in React mostly. Okay, so what we'll do here is I'll do, let's say, a1, a2 and a3. Okay, and I'll assign a to it. So basically what it will do is it will break a. The very first value will get stored at the very first variable. Okay, the second value will get stored in the second variable. The third value will get stored in the third variable. If I come here and do console.log of a1, a2 and a3, okay, and I'll do console.log of a here. Okay, this is called as destructuring. If I come here and reload, see, I have the array here at the very first line where I did the console.log. Then I have separate values in the second line. So basically, destructuring means breaking down the structure and getting the one values into a separate variables. Okay. Any doubts here in terms of destructuring in the arrays, guys?
No, sir.
Okay, this is called as unpacking of the array or objects. Okay, so this is basically done to whenever the array has. So here we can't skip it. If you want to take, you have to take. If you want to skip it, right? If you want to put it in single variable, right? It will basically do. Will not do. Okay, wait. It will do, but how it has been done? We'll see. See, only you get the very first value. So the number of values you're going to provide here, that will get captured there. This P structuring. So I'm taking A1 only here. Then we'll take the very first value only. Okay. Like that. Let's please try this out in your. Okay. Okay. So Nileshwar, I'll give you that answer. You have like this. You come here and reload. See, you'll get that only. It is not allowed. You guys, please implement this destructuring of arrays in your respective desktop, laptop, and computers, and let me know, guys.
सर फिर वो एरे जो A1 A2 A3 स्टोर होता है, उससे पहले अगर एक और इक्वल्स डाल देंगे तो वो वेरिएबल में पूरा स्टोर हो जाएगा ना वापस से।
Can you come again, Junaid? I missed you in between.
सर आपने जो A1 A2 A3 एरे में लिखे हो ना, उससे पहले अगर एक वेरिएबल और डाल देते, जैसे लेट b इज इक्वल टू, नहीं मतलब वो जो आपने नीचे लेट लिखे हो ना, उसके आगे b इज इक्वल टू डाल दो सिर्फ।
Here,
हाँ सर, इसमें
Here.
मतलब पूरा स्टोर हो जाएगा ना A1 A2 A3 की वैल्यू।
yeah. You're talking about B, right?
यस
Right. You come here and reload, right? B is an array. It's not individual object. Okay.
सर।
It's basically what you're doing. You're destructuring from A and putting it into separate variables, and then again you're converting an array and putting it in B. Okay. Like that. Yeah.
That was working.
Oh, okay. Maybe I have okay. Okay. I remember that time I have only A1 here. Correct. A3
Yes,
here.
right.
Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. Sorry. Yeah. So guys, if you want to skip the values, you can skip the values by using comma. Thanks, Nilisha, for pointing it out. Okay. So yeah, guys, please try this out in your respective systems and let me know if you people have completed it. Guys, have you guys implemented it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you guys give me 2 minutes? I'll just go and have my tablet and come back. Is that okay for you guys?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. Of course.
Sure. Just give me 2 minutes. Yeah, guys, I'm back. So yeah. Right, guys. So this is what we have learned in terms of destructuring and array. Okay. So let's now let's go back to our PPT. Just a second, let's put here. Okay. Right. So let's now jump into we have learned the array destructuring. Now we are going to learn about the object destructuring. Okay. So let's come here and let's start the object destructuring. Okay. Let's have an object. Let's define object. Let's say let A is equal to, so name is symbol. Okay. And say age is 24. Okay. Right. So now what we are going to do here is we are going to do destructuring of this particular uh, keyword. The object. So we'll do let. We'll use brackets here, curly braces here. We'll type the very first thing as name. Okay, next one we'll take this as age. Okay, and we'll assign it to A. And we'll just print it console.log of name and age. Okay. Okay. So I'll do name. Okay, and here I'll do console.log of A object. Okay, I come here and reload it. See. Okay, I come here and reload. See, I got bill and name. So when you're doing an object destructuring, right, whatever key value that you're using it, if you're going to use it as the respective variable name, it will directly map it. Okay, it will directly map it. If there is no value like that, in that case, what it will do, it will not accept it. Okay, it will not accept it. In case, if you want to assign it to some other value, some other variable name. So what you have to do here is you have to put that respective for this name, right? What is the variable name that you're going to use? Let's say you're going to use n. Okay, in that case, you have to print n. So if you do like that, in this case, you can get the value. So if you are going to use destructuring of an object, in that case you have to use the key name as the variable, so it will map it directly and get the value from the object directly. Okay, that is one way. In case if you want to use a different variable name, the variable name that you have to assign this particular name keyword from the object. So that is how you people can destructure the object here. Guys, my voice broke.
Just for a sec, sir, is good now.
Cool. I got a notification that your internet speed has come down. So that is fine. Okay. So is it clear, guys, in terms of object destructuring?
सर एक और ये let वाला समझाना object वाला.
Okay. See, so basically, right, when I just put name here, so what it will do is it will find the object, a object, and it will search for name keyword. So whatever value it has, right, it will take it and assign it in the respective variable here, in line number 276. Okay, that is the regular way. If I want to use a certain other value, other variable to store the name value, so in that case, I'll type the keyword from which the value should be taken up from the object, and I'll put a colon, and I'll give the respective name here. Let's say a variable like name var. Okay, so I want name var to store the value bill. So if I do like this, putting a colon here, which states that name var will take up the value of the keyword name. So what is the value of the keyword name? Is bill. So bill will get stored in the name var. So if I save this and come here and reload, see, I got bill and 20. So this is how we can destructure the objects.
समझा सर.
Okay, guys. Cool. So this is what we wanted to cover as part of the the restructuring. Please implement this, guys, in your respective desktop laptop computers, and let me know if you people are facing an issue or do you want me to repeat it again. Guys, is it clear for you guys? Guys, give
Yes,
me a
sir.
thumbs up or put in chat that if you people are clear in terms of destructuring. Okay. Good. So, yeah, guys, do you want me to move to the next concept or do you want to answer some interview questions?
Very question.
Okay. Let's, okay. Let's take personal questions and what is hoisting?
So it's the concept of like all the variable decorations moving to the global scope or top of the function. Oh, sorry, the
Okay. Good. So yeah, one more thing before that, Ramandu. So for tomorrow's exam, right? Um, just prepare whatever I have taught you in the class clearly, okay? And in terms of JavaScript, I have added event listeners, okay? The to-do app, you remember, guys, right? Practice that and go, okay? Whatever we learned in class, I have made you to implement that in the code, right? With
yes,
me,
sir. Yes.
right? So everybody implement that, and who were absent on those classes, right? Please help your friends to give those code to them so that they can also learn from it.
Right, sir. We can post in the WhatsApp group or something.
Yeah. Niliskar, you're doing it reverse. N colon name. It's not like that. Name colon N. Whatever key value that you're using in the object, right? That should come first. Okay. Yeah. Please do that. WhatsApp. Please push it in the WhatsApp group. Please learn it clearly, guys. Don't fool around. Okay. Okay.
So like in that
What,
one you use like create elements and all. So we have to use those also, create element and all.
yeah. Create element. Remove everything.
Right, sir.
See, it is consider that this is whatever question I have prepared, right? It is consider that as an interview question. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes.
I'm 100% sure that you people are allowed to use the internet, right?
We are, sir. We are. Yes.
Then no problem. Then you shouldn't face any problem. If it is out of the box also, right? You should find it through internet.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You people are not college students or school students, so it is telling that this is out of syllabus. You shouldn't be like that. If you have that kind of mindset, please change. That is not going to work in my sessions. Okay.
Right, sir.
See, moving forward, if I am present in your batch only, then the paper the toughness of the paper will keep on increasing with each and each exam. Okay. Okay, guys, let's jump into the another interview question. So, what is NaN?
Not a number.
What is the inbuilt function in JavaScript which can be used to check whether it is a NaN?
Is NaN.
Is NaN, right? So, what is infinite function? Okay, wait, that's I have not known yet, so that's okay. What is called event public?
When clicked in the innermost HTML add event listener, then automatically invoked all the parents. It is called event bubbling. We can stop, uh, give event propagation stop, something like that.
Okay. So, what is the difference between event propagation stop and immediate event propagation stop? Stop immediate propagation and the stop propagation. What is the difference between these two?
Immediate
So
Yes, any one of you people go ahead.
Sir, immediate will just stop for that particular element, and then stop propagation for all the parent elements also. It will stop.
Okay. Anybody else want to answer this question?
A stop propagation used for event bubbling and immediate. A stop propagation used for multiple event listener.
Okay, that's correct. Okay. Let's submit to another question. What are events?
What, sir?
What are event in JavaScript?
Something happened in HTML DOM.
Okay.
It is called event.
Any interaction with the HTML is called as event.
Yes.
Yeah. So when do we use prevent default method?
Sir, for canceling the event,
Okay. Canceling what event?
Default events are canceling for.
What are the default events? Who defines default events? Who gives the default events?
Like HTML.
The browser.
yes.
Browser
Sir,
has
like
the default.
Browsers, yes, sir.
HRF link, this are link and
Yeah.
submit.
That is basically who gives that. That is enabled by the browser. Okay. Okay. What is DOM? DOM.
Document object model.
Okay. What is BOM? BOM.
Browser object model.
Okay. What is browser object model?
Like all global objects like window, alert, and set timeout. This type of function are bomb
Budget
methods.
object model. Budget object model is in JavaScript object, which helps. I mean, it's an object which helps the JavaScript to interact with the HTML. Sorry, it enables the JavaScript of the website to interact with the browser. Okay, it has the history, navigation, which screen it is opened, the location, the documents which are getting loaded in the windows, everything. Okay, DOM is generalized. It has been very, very sophisticated. So all the browsers, right, different browsers follow same kind of DOM structure. But BOM, browser object model, is not standardized. So each and every browsers have different versions of BOM. So we can't rely on BOM. So that is why we rely mostly on DOM. Okay. Any doubts here, guys?
Can you please explain again briefly?
Okay. See, DOM is basically refers to the document object model produced because of the HTML. Okay. BOM is a browser object model, which is the object which helps the JavaScript of the website to interact with the browser. Okay. Document object model is standardized. So all the browsers, right, will follow same kind of structure. But browser object model, right, it is not standardized. So each and every different browsers will follow different approach. Okay, we can't rely on browser object model. What
Yes,
is
sir.
event delegate? What is event delegation?
Handling the event.
Handling the event. Okay. So basically, event delegation is a technique where all the events which have happened inside the parent, right, will be handled by a single listener. So that is called as event delegation. Okay, guys. See, daily, if I ask this 15 minutes of JavaScript interview-based questions, is it helpful for you guys?
Yes,
Very
sir.
helpful for me.
Yes, sir. Very much.
It is helpful, but we will lag a little bit in motion.
Yes, sir. But like the ultimate for all of us is getting the job placement. So this will be really like prepare us. We'll go a long way in preparing for that, right? So, I
In
think so.
that case, yeah, okay, fine. I'll continue. But once I get any feedback, right, from any one of you, this is not, I mean, the portion is lagging, or you guys are telling me, then in that case, I have to minimize these sessions. Okay,
Right. Sir.
I'm doing it for greater good. Okay, cool, guys. So shall we move to the MCQs for today?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyhow, we covered what are the portions that we wanted to cover. That was one extra topic that I prepared. So I think, yeah, that's okay for today. Okay, so let's go to the guys have created the first question. Please go and answer. Wait. Don't answer that question, guys. Don't answer that question. Don't answer the first question. That is a wrong question. I have given the wrong answer to it. We can't remove that question, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm telling
Sir,
you
it's,
not to answer.
Yes,
sir,
sir,
it's
but we
okay.
want to.
Sir, it's okay if we do the incorrect answer. Doesn't affect our attendance. But if we miss more than one answering more than one question, then we cannot attempt the attendance. So it's important for us to answer all of them.
Okay.
Incorrect doesn't matter for us in terms of the attendance.
Okay. So the first question, right? Everybody answer true. Okay. Answer it true. So the other three questions, you have an option. Yeah. I was typing it fast, so I just missed it. Tablets are. Okay, let's move to the next question. You guys have submitted the second question. Please go and answer that. Guys, I am pasting the second MCQ. That is also for 2 minutes. Please go and answer. Third MCQ, sorry. Guys, I've pasted the fourth MCQ. Please go and answer. That's about 2 minutes. Yeah, guys, that's all for today's session. Any doubts or anything you people want to clear up, guys?
हाँ सर, मुझे थोड़ा है एक छोटा सा
Yeah, go ahead.
सर, वो थोड़ा एक सीसी में से
Okay, go and ask. Or you want to wait till tomorrow?
सर स्क्रीन शेयर करूँ क्या?
Okay. Wait, so others, so yeah, that's all for today's class, guys. The people have created the attendance. Okay, the people go and I mean mark yourself at attendance for it. Okay, so I don't want to keep you guys. Tomorrow you have exam. You people go ahead and prepare. The people who want to drop, they can drop. There is no problem. The others who wanted to stay back and ask doubts, they can ask. We'll take some doubts for today, and tomorrow I'll take the other doubts. The hash backspace. Okay. Yeah. What is the doubt you have?
सर इसमें जो जैसे IDEX इज इक्वल टू वैल्यू ऑफ इंडेक्स ऑफ मतलब हैश का इंडेक्स फाइंड कर रहे हैं ना,
Uh-huh.
तो जो मतलब एक फर्स्ट टाइम जो इंडेक्स फाइंड किया है ना, थ्रू आउट द लूप उसमें वही वैल्यू स्टोर होती है.
That only will be explored because index of means basically it will give you the very first value.
नहीं सर, मतलब अभी इधर इसने इंडेक्स फाइंड कर दिया, मैंने नीचे आके वो हैश डिलीट कर दिया, फिर भी एक बार देखो आपको बताता हूँ, रन करके बताता हूँ. ए बी सी डी ई हैश ई ई हैश सर, दो मैंने ऐसा दिया, आउटपुट में अभी ए सी डी और ई आना चाहिए ना सर. थ्रू आउट द देखो इंडेक्स 5 स्टोर किया उसने, जो पहला हैश है ना उसका इंडेक्स स्टोर किया.
Go to your code. Okay. The actual problem here is no what happening is in line number 15, right? What
Yes,
is that new val? New val.
सर न्यू वेल तो सर वो बना रहा हूँ, मतलब ऐसा एक वेरिएबल लिया था सिर्फ प्रिंट करने के लिए कि देख आ रहा है कि नहीं वो देखने के लिए.
Okay,
और
where you are
न्यू
replacing
सर ये न्यू वेयर सर,
no,
न्यू वेयर में हैश
okay,
उसका
wait,
पहले वाला कैरेक्टर.
Don't assign that in line number 15, right? Don't assign it. Okay. Now try to run it.
सर अभी भी 5 स्टोर कर रहा.
No, leave that. What is the output? The final output.
तो समझा नहीं क्या बोल रहा.
Don't print these many things. Just print the output.
अच्छा ओके सर, समझा.
val will continue to will have the output, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just print the val. And line number. Okay. Right, right. Go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead. Your output is not changing. Go back to your code. Now in line number 15, type val equal to val dot replace of.
क्या बोले सर?
In line number 15, val equal to val dot replace of. Now try it out. Just type a small value, a hash p. That's all. Is it working now?
Yes, sir.
Now type your code. Type whatever big value that you want.
हाँ सर वो
What did you do mistake?
वैल्यू में
You are assigning it to a separate value. You are not assigning it to the parent value. What
Hello?
were you doing wrong with them? Hello.
सर आवाज क्लियर नहीं आ रही. Yes, sir.
No, what I was telling was you understood where the things went wrong.
सर वो वैल जो नया मेरे को वैल मिल रहा था मैं असाइन नहीं कर रहा था कहीं पे भी.
Yeah, that is the problem.
समझा सर.
Okay, cool. Anything guys?
Thank you, sir.
Oh, sure, man. Sure. Thanks, guys. You people have been wonderful audience to me tonight. Let's catch up tomorrow, guys. Bye. Good night.